Extra, extra, read all about it. Circus performer dies in the middle of a big performance. Was it an accident or was it murder? Get your papers and read all about it. Hey, boyo, you want a paper? This story of mystery and intrigue. Do you hear me talking to you? Hey, boyo!
Say it again. Call me a boy again. I dare you.
Why me, Alaska? I didn't know it were you. What did you hear anyway?
I got the call.
The call. What call?
You didn't get the call?
No, I know what the call is, wouldn't I?
So, no call.
Am I not making that clear?
So what are you doing here?
Selling newspapers. I get a $5 for every 100 I sell.
You're a regular Vanderbilt.
That's right. I'm gonna be a rich man, me. A little jingling pocket and coin in the bank. I'm gonna be poor for my whole life. Someday people will accept me. I'll be respected.
We came as soon as we got the call. Where's Wiggins? What time is it? Are we late?
No, we can late here yet. Looks like you two got all sweaty for nothing.
Well, a lady does not sweat, she glows.
Yeah, well, you're glowing like a horse.
Well, at least I have the manners to bathe once in a while.
I done took a bath last Saturday. I ain't no princess who's gotta take me a bubbly bath every week.
What's a bubbly bath? It's not the smell so much, it's the burning in my eyes.
Am I offending your senses? I didn't know you was such a lace doily.
What's a doily?
A frail nothing little rag that don't serve no purpose.
A doily protects her beloved things from abuse and scratches, all adding beauty to your home. Can I be a doily? Of course you can.
Daggum, Phoebe. How you been?
Very well, and ow. We haven't seen you at the orphanage.
Nah, I like living on the streets. Living by my wits.
Probably why you're starving.
That was like a joke?
Without actually being funny.
Oh, good, you all got the call.
What call?
Wiggins!
Good to see you, mate.
Really glad you all came.
Told you we'd answer the call.
What call?
Wiggins hung the red cloth outside 221 Baker Street.
I didn't see it.
That's because you was too busy making your fortune.
One farthing at a time, boyo.
Hey!
I meant last.
She's not very lassie.
Make another joke about me again. I dare you.
Don't wrinkle the dress, please and thank you.
So why are we here, huh? How come and why? Well, Sherlock Holmes, the world's greatest detective, needs our help on another case.
Is it a big case? Is it an important case? Does it involve octopuses?
No, Quinn.
So when do we start? What do we do? How do we do it?
Well, we are Mr. Holmes's eyes and ears on the street. Junior detectives, you might say.
Whoa. Where'd you get that?
I bought it. It's just like the one Mr. Holmes uses.
It must have cost a bleeding fortune.
Every penny I ever had.
Never get rich that way, Wiggins.
Well, besides, I don't care about the money.
Don't talk like that. Blasphemy, that is.
Well, either way, Mr. Holmes has promised us a shilling each.
Each?
And half a crown for whoever solves the crime.
Half a crown. Last time in.
Wait, Professor Moriarty ain't involved. That evil genius gives me the willies.
No, I shouldn't think so. Not in this case.
What are the Willies? And why are they called the Willies? Why aren't they called the Bills or the Sir Williams?
You guys are going to love this. We're going to the Bloomin' Circus.
Never been to the circus before.
Who can afford it? A penny to get in? Extra for the peanuts? Double extra for the sideshows? Maybe I'll win me a circus one day.
Where is everybody?
Maybe it's not open yet.
Where's Mr. Holmes?
I'm not sure. He said he needed us to meet him here to discover what happened to the sword swallower that died the other night.
A sword swallower died?
Right in the middle of a blooming performance. Turn all the papers. I'll tell you all about it for showing.
I'm sure Mr. Holmes will be here in a jiffy.
Hurry up, look sharp. We get Smith in my coach and get him to the hospital right bloody well now.
Right away, Inspector, you can count on us.
What?
Right away, Inspector, you can count on us.
That's what I said!
What?
That's what I said.
What did you say?
I up.
Just hurry, you two.
Inspector Lestrade, what's happening?
What are you lot doing here?
Mr. Holmes asked us to meet him here.
Quite well. Mr. Holmes is taking ill and we're trying to get him to the hospital.
Is this him? What happened? Mr. Holmes! Mr. Holmes!
Leave off, lad. He can't hear you. He's very ill.
What's wrong with his hand?
Nothing's wrong with his hands.
With his fingers, they're all black.
It's not his fingers I'm worried about. We're trying to get him to the hospital. Off you go, quick march.
Aye, Inspector, and about Murray.
All right, we're on our way in a big hurry.
That's what I said!
I know what you said. I didn't know what you said.
How can we help, Inspector?
You lot can stay out of the way.
But
No buts. Grown-ups are talking about grown-up things. Now, Mr. Wainwright, what's with all these youngsters flittering about?
They are part of my circus.
These half-pints are performers.
Not yet, but they will be.
Someday.
So all of these are your children?
No, Inspector, but all these orphan children are part of our circus family. I feed them and clothe them, give them a home and hope in the future, and they each apprentice to a different act.
So all of these tykes are performers?
They will be someday.
Well, I've never heard of anything like that, and that's for sure. But I want to talk to the grown-ups.
I have them all gathered in the big shop waiting for your questions.
Lead on. We're going to get to the bottom of what happened in your sword swallower.
How can we help?
You lot can help by going home.
We don't have a home.
Quinn. But Mr. Holmes asked for our help.
Well, here's a bit of detective work for you, boy.
Say it again. Call me a boy again. I dare you.
Listen, we just rushed Mr. Holmes off to the hospital, and Scotland Yard doesn't require the services of a bunch of street rats.
What's a street rat?
He means us. Gutter rubbish.
We're not rubbish.
You're not policemen either.
But Mr. Holmes...
And you ain't bleeding Sherlock Holmes either, are you, lad? Listen, I don't know what Mr. Holmes sees in you, all of you, but this is not for you. And stay out of the way, because if you get in my way, I'll have you thrown in the clink for obstructing an officer of the yard in his duties.
But we...
No buts. Go on. Now, Mr. Wainwright, I'd like to talk to you more mature employee.
Certainly, Inspector. Right this way.
What's happening? What's next? Are we leaving?
Looks like we have to.
No, we're not leaving.
But you heard Lestrade. He wants us gone.
Of course he does. He ain't no different than the rest of them grown-ups. The only one I ever met worth the salt was Mr. Holmes.
Can't say that again.
Don't matter to him what your station may be. To Sherlock, everyone can do all right, even us. And I ain't letting him down.
But Holmes ain't here. He's sick.
Right. Look what I found in his hat.
Is it a rabbit?
No.
Oh, Flynn, it's not an octopus, is it?
No.
What's it say?
Just my name. Wiggins. And one word. Murder.
Murdered?
Right, he's telling us the sword swallower was murdered. That's why he was here, to find the killer.
But Lestrade.
You know, Sherlock always says Inspector Lestrade couldn't find his own bottom with both hands. And with Dr. Watson away on his honeymoon, who else is going to catch us a killer? It's up to us.
But you heard Lestrade. He'll lock us up. I ain't going back to no orphanage. Not ever. And I ain't going to no workhouse neither. I like living on the streets. Living by my wits. Don't you?
Not so much.
Besides, we don't have to get in Lestrade's way. He's investigating all the adults.
So,
When do adults ever know anything?
right, to question the young ones.
Simple. Let Lestrade talk to the grown-ups, and we'll investigate the orphans, and we'll see which one catches us a killer. Who's with me?
I
I reckon.
I am.
Great. We'll split up, talk to the kids, meet back here, and compare our notes. Ready?
Ready!
Come on, then. The game's afoot.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing here? I thought you were with your father.
I was, but Inspector Lestrade was talking to all the adults. He didn't want me around. I don't think he likes children much.
You could say that twice and be half right.
You're trying to figure out what happened to Crispin, aren't you?
Who?
Crispin, the sword swallower? Poor unlucky man. He was such a kind and loving soul once. You're investigating his death, I assume. Even though Inspector Lestrade told you not to.
Listen.
It's all right. I won't tell. I'm not sure the inspector can find the truth anyways. That's why my father hired Mr. Sherlock Holmes. You admire him, don't you?
Who?
Sherlock Holmes.
Why do you say that?
I'm not stupid. I saw your face when you heard he was sick. You've taken up the case. You're got a hat just like his and a magnifying glass.
You wouldn't understand.
Look at me. See this? A W for Wainwright. It's my father's ring, and I wear it proudly. He adopted me when I was 7. Gave me a home, a family, and a sense of purpose. I owe everything to him. I love him, and I will dedicate my life to be exactly like him.
Okay, maybe you understand just a little. It's just that Mr. Holmes, well, he ain't like the rest of them grown-ups. He takes time to look inside you, you know. To them others, I was just a pickpocket. But not to Holmes, even after I stole from him. A 10-piece in a silver bucket.
Well, what did he do?
Well, he didn't turn me in, that's for sure. He could have put me away, but he said he could use a man of my talent. He saw me as a man of talent, he did.
And now you are?
That's right. Mr. Holmes saw me as something more than a street rat. Believed in me when no one else did.
And so now you want to be just like him.
I know that sounds daft.
Not at all. Let's see how you're doing.
What?
Sherlock Holmes is known for his power of deduction. Look at me and tell me what you see.
All right, then. Let's see. You go away to boarding school, the Shelby School for Girls in Brighton. And you wear spectacles, but you think they make you look silly.
How'd you know that?
Your face has color, which says you spend time in the sun. And I could see the lines around your eyes where you squint, which means you don't see well, but you don't wear glasses. And you could afford them, so the only reason not to wear them is you don't like them. You got a callus on your right index finger, which says you write a lot. And I can see you dislocate a finger on your left hand, which means, so school, sunshine, finger. That means the Shelby School in Brighton, because they have a nasty reputation of whacking the knuckles of anybody that writes left-handed.
Wow, that was amazing.
Was I right?
You're certainly learning. You should be proud.
Was I right?
It doesn't matter. I'm very impressed.
Was I right?
No. I'm sorry. I don't go away to school in Brighton. My father teaches me. Everything I know I've learned from him. But it was a valiant effort. No, really. Even Sherlock Holmes wasn't born Sherlock Holmes. You can do this. Let me help you.
What?
I know the circus better than anybody. I bet together we can figure out what happened to poor Crispin.
I don't know.
We'll make Sherlock Holmes proud.
All right, then.
All right, let's go talk to Zola. She was one of the last people to see Crispin alive.
Oh there, Crank.
Yes, Jingles?
Where are we going?
Over there. What do you think you're doing?
What?
You ducked, didn't you?
So?
You're not supposed to duck.
You said?
You ducked the first time. Then when I turn around, you get smacked in the gob and fall down.
Why's that?
Because it's funny.
How come me getting smacked in the gob is all good and funny?
It's what humor's all about, isn't it?
Why? Why don't we sing? Why don't we sing a clever song or tell a funny story like the time we all went ice skating and got your tongue stuck when we skated?
Because that's not clowning, that's storytelling, that is. Clowning's about getting whitewashed, pour down your trousers.
Well, maybe I could be a storyteller.
Then go get yourself adopted by a writer family, but that didn't happen, did it? Listen, you're in a circus. You're a clown, like me, so be funny like me.
But you ain't funny.
I'm bleeding hysterical, me, and Mr. Wainwright gave us a chance, didn't he? A home, a family, a future. We're training to be clowns, and it's time to start being funny. See, that's better.
Still don't think that's funny.
It is.
Hello,
Who's this then?
I'm Quentin. How are you?
I'm Crank, and this your luggage, Jingles.
I don't know names, of course.
There are funny names.
She's not laughing.
Maybe she's a quiet laugher.
Crank isn't a very funny name.
There are clown names, and that's good enough, isn't it? Want to smell me flower?
Don't.
It's not funny if she don't get squirted.
It's not funny when she does.
So these are clowns? Is it hard? Are your feet really that big?
You think clowns is funny?
Quiet. See, that's better.
She's still not laughing.
She has no sense of humor, is all.
If you say so.
I do. What are you, new meat?
What do you mean? What's new meat?
I mean, you an orphan? Did Mr. Wainwright bring you into our little family?
Me? No.
So, why are you here? Circus is closing at the moment, isn't it?
Inspector Lestrade is asking your grown-ups about your sword swallower.
Crispin?
He died.
Very sad.
That's not funny at all.
Right in the middle of a big performance, I heard. Did you see it? Was it bad?
He was right at the end of his act. Almost swallowed the sword all the way to the hill.
Then he just killed him, didn't he?
That's not funny.
It's a work in progress, isn't it?
Won't ever be funny.
And he died just like that? Was it silly like that?
See, she thinks I'm funny.
She said silly, not the same.
I'm very funny.
It ain't nice to make fun of him. Crispin or nothing like that.
He was so great, then why'd Molly run off?
Who's Molly?
Molly was Crispin's apprentice.
He loved him like, she loved him like a father.
Really? What was she like? Was she nice like you?
She was like most of us, couldn't get adopted anywhere else. But Mr. Wainwright took her in, and Crispin didn't standing short out, throw knives and swallow swords and be a real showman.
Crispin loved Molly?
Yes.
No.
Why'd you say no?
Why do you say yes?
You know he loved her. He would take her sightseeing in every town we stopped, and play games with her, read stories to her every night, and teach her how to be a real showman. He taught her everything he knew.
If he was so great, then why'd she run off?
I don't know.
He must have done something bloody awful for her to just run off like that. If you ask me, he had it coming.
Why do you blame Crispin?
He must have done something to her. He must have. She wouldn't have run off like that otherwise. She wouldn't have left me if it weren't for him. He deserved what he got, didn't he?
Well, where'd she run off to?
If I knew that, I'd go get her, wouldn't I?
Well, where's the last place you saw her?
Birmingham?
Nah, I would Leeds.
Birmingham.
Leeds, remember? It was the night of the big museum fire, and we were afraid the fire was going to spread to the circus. So Mr. Ray and I had us pack up early and leave.
That's right. Where Leeds?
Anything else you can tell me?
Well, once we all went ice skating, he got his tongue stuck when we skate.
It's not funny.
You didn't let me finish.
Come on now, we need to rehearse.
How come your pants don't fall down? Not your real nose. What's a flower skirt? Have you ever gotten in your face with a pie? What kind of pie? Do you like coconut?
Blimey, that elephant sure gets around.
That's a lot of muck.
I told you to muck out the elephant car good last night.
How come you's in charge?
Oh, look, tiger muck,
Because I have seniority.
hippo muck,
I don't know what that means.
zebra muck.
It means I've been here longer.
Not right, a girl being in charge.
Excuse me, gents.
Boy, not muck.
Oh, excuse me, gents and lady. I wonder if I might trouble you for a moment of your time.
Well, ain't she a la-dee-da?
Are you in charge here, sir?
Ought to be.
But you isn't.
Should be.
But you ain't.
Who wants to know?
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Phoebe.
Kiss it or shake it, but do something.
Pleased to meet you. My name's Fest.
And who are your acquaintances?
They don't matter.
I'm Piper. This is Digger.
Hello.
And Fess ain't in charge.
Should be.
But you ain't.
Should.
Ain't.
Should.
Are you in charge, sir?
Ha! She ain't no sir.
You're a lady?
Shocker, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the beauty of working with animals. See, they don't give a tin hoot about looks or think I should be something else. They don't mind if I don't drink with my pinky up.
Which you don't.
They don't mind if I have calluses or scars.
Which you do.
They only care if I'm kind and gentle.
Which you ain't.
Sod off.
You're animal trainers.
Not yet, but Piper here is better with the animals than anybody else. She can tell every kind of muck just by the smell.
A real talent.
Piper loves animals more than anything. She'd do anything for them. She's gonna be the world's greatest lion tamer.
Ha! They ain't gonna make a girl lion tamer.
You wait and see.
I can put my head in the lion's mouth.
Ha!
Well, I would if they ever give me the chance.
Leo will never let you put your head in his mouth. You scare him.
Good.
Won't be when he bites your head off.
Then he'll feel my chair and my whip.
That'll only scare him more.
A lion's got to know respect. I don't take no cheek from nobody.
If it wouldn't be an imposition, I was hoping I could ask you some questions about Crispin.
The sword swallower?
What do you want to know about him for?
Well, he died. Don't you want to know what happened? What can you tell me about him?
He used to be a decent chap.
Before Molly ran off.
Who's Molly?
His apprentice. Treated her like a daughter, he did.
You see.
But then she run off one night, and he climbed inside a box and drank himself squiffy. He boxed my ears one night.
Because you were scumbering around his tent.
I wasn't gonna do nothing to him at all. I was just wanting to work at his swords.
Fess promised to get even with Crispin.
Sod off, I didn't do nothing to him. Besides, Digger's got more reason to be mad at him. He downright scared her out of her mind, he did, and Piper downright threatened him.
Oh dear, what happened?
We just finished a week in Mayfair, and I was cleaning up in one of the horse stalls. Then I see Crispin laying on the ground.
Oh dear, did he fall?
Must have. And Star is kicking and neighing.
Star?
Yeah, one of our horses. So I goes to see, and he's on the ground. And Star is kicking and neighing, about to stomp his head in. I tell him to clear off, but he gets to his feet and corners me, like he's gonna hit me or something.
Oh dear.
But then Piper comes to me rescue.
Like a white knight. And is that all?
That's all I know.
How long ago is that?
About a month ago.
See.
That ain't all. Piper threatened to kill Crispin if he ever came near her animals again.
We steered clear of each other after that we did. No, we still got mucking to do.
Yeah, no.
Just a few more questions.
More time.
Got ostrich muck and horse muck and giraffe muck.
Just a few more questions, please.
Why?
I'm trying to solve Crispin's murder.
What? You? That's rich.
Why?
Inspector Lestrade is on the case. You should leave it to the menfolk.
Menfolk?
Don't worry your pretty letter over it.
My pretty little head.
I can tell you're a proper lady is. Now, my Piper, you don't get above your station.
My station?
Shouldn't try to take charge or give orders too much. How about you and me go take a walk in the moonlight?
No, thank you.
Come on now, don't be like that.
Let me go!
Am I not good enough for you? Because I got calluses on my pants, ain't good enough for a delicate little flower like you?
Let me go!
I don't take orders from girls.
Hey, let her go.
Get stuffed, boy. This doesn't concern you. Ow!
Say it again. Call me a boy again. I dare you.
Ow, you're gonna break me arms.
Skedaddle.
You leave off me. You're off your nut, you two.
You all right there, princess?
Don't call me that.
Forgive me for trying to help. Want me to call him back?
No.
You want to tell me what that was all about?
Salome is a lady.
Good for you.
No, it's not good. It's not good at all. That's all he saw. He saw the dress and the shoes, but he didn't see me. He saw the manners and the posture, but he didn't see me. He just saw a lace doily.
Hey, I didn't mean nothing by that.
When I was in the orphanage, I saw the girls that got adopted. The demure, polite, fragile little girls. I wanted to be that. So I learned to cook and sew, how to speak and walk and have manners. I became a lace doily. Is that all I am?
No.
I'm not like you.
No, you ain't.
I'm not scrapper like Finnegan or a leader like Wiggins, so what am I?
You're you. You're a better detective than any Pinkerton I ever saw. And the greatest detective in the world trusts you to help with his roughest cases. You stop bad men and you put them in the clink. You just do it in a dress is all.
Really?
I ain't ever gonna be all highfalutin like you. Don't mean you gotta be like everybody else.
Thank you.
Now plug the leak. We got work to do.
Zolda, this is Wiggins.
I'm being pleased with meeting you.
Zolda is an apprentice to Madame Balzar.
The greatest fortune teller in all of Europe.
Madame Balzar is teaching Zolda the mystic arts.
I'm being a fast learner.
Mr. Wiggins is...
Here with his friends.
That's right.
And they're to be investigating the death of Crispin.
Yes.
But they are not being policemen.
No, they work for me.
Tell me not. I can see. They are being helped to the great Sherlock Holmes.
Wow, how do you know all this?
I have a gift. I see what others do not.
Wiggins can see what others can't, too. He's a great detective in his own right.
A great detective?
Well, I'm no Sherlock Holmes.
Not yet.
And you are wanting to ask me questions?
About Crispin, the sword swallower.
Zolda!
The man was Pig.
Zolda, a little respect. The man died.
I have no respect when Pig dies. I'm simply eating bacon.
You didn't like him?
He was Piggy Man.
He was a great performer. People came from all over to see him. I don't know how we'll keep our audiences up without him.
Yes, but after performance, he's going back to being Piggy again.
How so?
He's being Big Meanie Man.
To you?
Worse, to Madame Balzar.
A mentor.
She is more than a mentor.
My father, he tried to create a family here.
Mr. Wainwright, bring me here. Give me place to stay. I am owing him much, but Madame is giving me home. I am owing her everything.
Tell me more about how Crispin was mean to Madame Balzar.
He is coming into tent one night, very upset. He demands that Madame look into her crystal ball and tell him where Molly is.
Molly?
Crispin's apprentice. More like his daughter, really. She ran away.
Crispin demands that Madame look into crystal ball. He yelled at Madame, tell me where Molly is, tell me now.
But Madame Balzar didn't know.
Nobody knows.
Madame is looking into crystal ball, trying, straining to see, but she cannot. The crystal stays on view.
What happened?
Crispin yelled like crazy pigman. He smashes crystal ball and storms into night.
Madame must have been bloody upset.
About her honor, she was not worried. But crystal was her grandmother's. How do you replace?
Well, there must be a shop in town where you can buy one.
It is not a lampshade. It is an oracle, a talisman to another dimension, handcrafted by gypsies. We were playing in Manchester then. There are no gypsies in Manchester.
Madame Balzar still hasn't found a new crystal ball.
She is unable to be doing readings.
It's costing the circus money.
Well, I'm sure there's a glass shop in town where you can buy one.
Glass shop?
It's not like a real crystal ball. It's just a hunk of glass. You say some mumbo jumbo and you make up anything you want.
You are saying we are fakes?
No, I didn't mean that.
Madam's not fake. I am not fake. Perhaps you are being the fake.
Right, sorry.
Let us see, shall we? The cards will tell. Cut the cards and let us be seeing if you are phony detective.
Blimey, I didn't mean to insult you.
Cut the cards and let us be seeing if you are phony detective. The Hermit. You are alone. An orphan since you were 3. Death. Enlightening over water. Your parents died at sea, lost in a storm.
How do you know that? I never told anybody that.
The Wanderer. You live on the streets. No home, no family.
Blimey.
The Wizard. A wise man. A great man. Takes you under his wing.
Sherlock Holmes.
He believes in you.
I won't let him down.
The Imposter. But he is not what you think you are.
All right, I don't want to hear any more.
So what are you?
I said enough.
Let us see, shall we?
No.
The Fool. That is you. Playing at being a great detective, but you are just a fool.
Zolda.
What? He is coming to me for questions. Is he now afraid to hear the answers? If he is fake, and I am not. But if I am not, goodbye, Mr. Great Detective.
She didn't mean anything.
Right.
It's just an act. That's all.
Sure.
Madame Balzar reads cards and palms and tea leaves. She makes up about 12% of our revenues. People pay her to tell them what they want to hear.
You think that's what I wanted to hear?
No, but you hurt her feelings. She just wanted to hurt back. That's all.
That's all?
She just made all that up. None of it's true.
I'm not so sure.
I am. You're not a fool.
Then what am I?
Shall I tell you what I see? This line shows determination. This line shows that you're quick to learn. And this says you can be anything you want to be. I don't care if you're a great detective. We don't have much need for detectives here in the circus. I bet my father could find a place for you here. Would you like that?
Yes.
You'd have a home, a family. Let's go ask my father. Right now.
Wait, not yet.
But I thought that...
I may be a fool and I may be a lousy detective, but I ain't a quitter. I could never look Mr. Holmes in the face again if I didn't try. Now come on then, the game is still afoot.
Sausages, get your sausages here. Piping out sausages in a bun. Get 'em before the sizzle is gone.
Hey, Boyle, I've been looking for you.
And I've been looking for you.
For me? Why?
Because I am on an errand of mercy, and I have come to save your poor, tired soul and bring a new life into a worn body.
How are you going to do that, then?
With a hot sausage in a bun. Just a thing for a working man like yourself.
How much?
That's the best part, mate. For 1 shilling, you get a hot sausage in a bun.
Shilling, that's a highway robbery, that is.
For any normal street sausage, I'd be buggered to ask for a shilling. But this is hand-carved pork, massaged by the blonde-haired angels. Why, when the pigs learn they get to be a part of this sausage, they run to the front of the slaughterhouse. A bargain at twice the price.
Why are you selling it anyway? The circus ain't open.
No, keen eye on you, and no mistake. But we had all these sausages made up before Mr. Wainwright and the Bloody Bobby shut us down. Can't let all this premium meat go to waste. I saw you and your lads here, and I thought we might have a deal.
Nobody can afford a shilling.
You might be surprised. On a good day, I can sell 100 or more.
At a shilling to go?
Well, there's overhead labor and expenses, but a keen man can make a pound or two.
I have to sell 100 newspapers to get a farthing.
Well, you must not be very good at it.
Hey, now.
Selling's an art. You can get anybody to buy anything.
I doubt it.
That's because you're not thinking straight. I've seen you walk back and forth across the circus grounds. You must have walked about 7 miles already.
At least.
And it's got your head in a fog. 7 miles under the hot sun. That's a crime against nature. When's the last time you ate?
Day before yesterday.
And when you did eat, was it hand-carved pork?
All right, I'll take one.
Here you go. 1 hot sausage in a bun. Shilling. 1 shilling.
Oh, fake, I don't have a shilling.
That's all right, mate. We can still make a deal. Sell me your hat.
My hat?
It's a fine gentleman's hat. I can see that right off. Sell it to me, and you'll have enough for a hot sausage in a bun.
But I like my
hat. James dropped it once. I picked it up, so I gotta keep it.
Well, you ain't gonna starve without it, are you?
All right.
Here you go. Fresh hot sausage in a bun.
That's not enough.
I know, mate. I deducted the money for the sausage. Fresh hot sausage in a bun. They cost $1, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And you just been had. That, mate, is called salesmanship. Not everybody can do it. It's a gift.
Gift or gab won't like.
And it's gonna make me a millionaire. No mistake.
What do you gab about the sword swallow?
Crispin, that prat.
Heard he was a nice man.
He used to be right enough before Molly ran off.
You didn't like him?
Not after what he did.
What did he do then?
Destroyed our NOS trolley, he did. Brand new, grade A, top-of-the-line food cart, and he ruined it.
Why?
I don't know. He was out of his mind. I can hear him having a row with Madame Balzar. All screaming and yelling comes the old gypsy tent. I hear something smash. Next thing I know, old Crispin is coming this way. I try to get out of his way, but next thing you know, he tips over your trolley and breaks everything.
That's terrible.
Ain't half of it. That comes out of me pocket, that does. Nearly 6 months' pay I had to give up before we got to Kent where I could get a new one.
Sounds like a real duffer.
6 months.
That would have made me mad.
You ain't kidding.
6 months and not a farthing?
How is that fair?
I would have wanted some revenge.
Oh, I did.
I would have wanted payback, me.
Oh, I did.
I would have wanted to kill him.
Oh, I did. Wait, no, I didn't kill him.
You just said.
I said I wanted to, but I didn't.
You had a motive. You had an opportunity. And now you are a suspect. And that, mate, is called detective work. It's a gift. Not everybody can do it.
Finnegan, there you are.
Wiggins, I practically got the whole case solved, me.
I didn't kill him.
Liar.
I never lied.
So your sausages really made handcuff pigs.
Yes.
Liar.
All right, I lied. They're not.
So you are a liar.
Yes.
And you didn't kill Crispin?
No.
Liar.
I didn't. I couldn't. I shouldn't.
Finnegan, you're a newsie, right?
Sometimes, but I hear there are real monies in selling sausages. But it could be a lie.
Do you remember a story about a museum fire in Leeds?
Ah, big tragedy that day. Tragedy's good for the wallet.
What happened?
I don't remember it all. Just the headlines. Big museum fire. Poor lady got burned. Nobody knows who she was.
Can you give me that issue of your paper right away?
Aye, but why?
He's making deductions.
2 tragedies while the circus was in town got me thinking. And as many back issues of your paper as you can carry. Go, hurry.
Wait, I didn't kill him. I swear.
What do you think?
Brava.
Brava.
Black, you're so wonderful and so beautiful. I think you shall be walking the tightrope and swinging the trapeze before the summer.
You think so?
Oui.
You think I'll be walking the tightrope? Goody.
Not you. You are not ready.
Aw.
She is how you say.
Clumsy?
Clumsy.
Oui.
You think we're all clumsy?
No, just you.
But you said we.
Oui, and I meant it.
So we're all clumsy.
No.
We'll all walk the tightrope.
No.
But Blythe will.
Oui.
Goody.
No, not you. You are not ready.
Aw, I'm not ready.
Oui.
We're all not ready.
No, just you are not ready.
But you said we.
Stop it.
Wait, are you speaking French?
Oui.
What do you mean? I'm not speaking French.
You do know oui means yes in French, don't you?
And you know it means us in English.
Oui.
Yes, we all know it.
Stop it. You're hurting my brain.
Hey there, partners. Wonder if we could ask you some questions.
But of course, how you say.
Yankee?
No.
Thatcher?
Cowboy, oui.
We? I'm not a cowboy.
Bonjour, cowboy.
My companion is not a cowboy.
See?
Look, is this how you say catastrophe, Jane?
What's so darn funny?
She is wondering if you are Clementi Jane?
Dang, I ain't no mule skinner.
Are you certain?
We just want to ask you some questions about the daggum sword swallower.
Crispin?
I thought he was dead.
Oui.
I ain't dead.
No, Crispin is dead.
Oh, I knew it.
We do not like to speak of Kristen.
Oui.
We don't?
No.
So yes, we do.
Stop it, you're hurting my brain.
We just want to learn a few things about him is all. Ask him yourself. I can't. He's dead. I knew it.
So why don't you want to talk about him?
We do not like to speak ill as a dead.
You didn't have anything nice to say about him?
No,
Don't seem to bother you much that he's dead.
no.
So maybe you done killed him.
We are not barbarians.
Oui.
We are barbarians? I am so confused now.
This is not the Wild West. We're not shooting each other like cowboys, unlike you.
Say it again. Call me a cowboy again, I dare you.
Alaska, easy.
Alaska, that is your name.
Yeah, what of it?
Nothing.
Oh, that is something.
That's what I meant.
Alaska, that is how you say.
Said?
No, amusant.
Hysteric.
Oui, very funny.
Yeah, it's a regular laugh riot. Why do you hate Crispin?
He nearly how you say.
Ruined? Destroyed?
Oui, destroyed me.
How do you figure that?
Well, after Molly ran away.
Crispin needed a new assistant.
Oui, but the costume he has for me, it's how you say.
Terrible, awful, ugly.
Oui, so very, very ugly. I cannot even be seen in this costume.
Just because it's ugly?
It makes me look ugly. I'm seen by many young men. If they like the way I look, maybe one day they will want to marry me. But the costume is hideous, and men will laugh at the way I look. Laugh at me.
At you?
Oui.
Don't look at me. Nobody laughed at me.
So what did Crispin do to her?
Crispin would strap Blythe to a large spinning wheel and throw knives at her.
I can see why he'd want to do that.
But the outfit I picked out, it is how you say.
Lovely, stunning, beautiful.
Oui. I am a vision of loveliness. All the men will want to marry me. But Percy is missing Molly. He does not concentrate. He throws his knife and ruins my dress. It is in tatters.
Wow, that's a real Greek tragedy.
I need to get a new dress, but I cannot buy one.
There was a big train wreck in York that day. All the stores are closed.
Oui, none tells me I look horrible. I never want to work for Crispin again, but Wainwright forced me. No man will want me as long as I work for Crispin.
So?
I know it might matter to you, cowboy, but it matters to me. I know you do not care about the way you look.
Hey!
But you do not know what it's like to be an orphan.
Hey, I am one.
Easy.
And no family ever wanted you?
So?
I wonder why. Look at you.
What's wrong with me?
No family ever wanted you. No man ever wanted you. You are no lady. You will go old and alone. See, I will not have that. I will find a man and have a family.
Well, Alaska doesn't need a man. She's not a lace doily, and she already has a family.
Not a very good one.
That's your opinion. And I'd like to thank you all very much for your help. Good day. Oh, and one last thing. The colors of those outfits are hideous.
I don't need it, none. What is it anyway?
A lace doily.
Hey, you two, what'd you find? What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Why, are you crying?
No, I'm not. Shut up!
It's just I ain't never seen you cry before.
Wiggins, do shut up.
Right, so, tell me what you found out.
Inspector!
Inspector Lestrade!
Inspector Lestrade!
Oi, what are you all doing it then?
Pardon? He said, what are you lot doing here then? You were told to push on.
What's all this then?
Doctor died of news.
What?
Doctor gave us some bad news, sir.
Poison.
Poison.
So it was murder.
Sword swallow up some bad poison.
Sword swallower swallowed up some bad poison.
And Holmes got life too.
And Sherlock Holmes was poisoned too.
Poison? Not Mr. Holmes.
Easy, lad.
Is he dead?
Now eat it up.
Not yet, praise be, but the doctor said he don't have much time. He'll be dead by morning.
No!
Is there no hope?
They don't know what, why, where.
They don't know what poison was used or how it got into his body. They're doing tests, but it don't look too good.
Alright, let the doctors do their work. We now have a murder to solve.
Two murders.
No!
Alright, well, it's Mr. Holmes is the day. Let's crack on.
Inspector, we have information,
Right now, lad.
but it might help.
If you want to help, go see Mr. Holmes while you still have a chance.
But
I don't know if the hospital will let you in, but stay away from here. Alright, boys, double time. Mr. Werner, get everybody back into the big top.
Come, everyone, let's go. Hurry on.
Wiggins,
Elsa, come along.
Mr. Holmes poisoned?
Who did it? Why? How?
Come on, I know a shortcut to the hospital.
no.
What do you mean? Don't you want to see Mr. Holmes?
Are you a doctor? Can you help him? The best thing we can do for Mr. Holmes is find who poisoned him. We find out who poisoned him.
We find the poison.
And with the poison,
We find an antidote.
Quite. We are the best chance Mr. Holmes has to stay alive. We solve this murder fast enough. We save Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins!
Finnegan, Mr. Holmes has been...
Poison! I heard it all. What's our plan?
Did you get what I asked?
Right here. What are we looking for then?
Point said there was a museum fire in Leeds. Here.
big museum fire. Since a healthy bit of treasure got burned up in the flames, and they found an unidentified body in the ashes. What about a train wreck in York?
I remember that day. Someone was here. Not only a train wreck, but half a ton of gold went missing from the train.
I suspected as much. Where else did the circus play?
Mayfair. Here, it says a big bank robbery took place. Someone got away with 20,000 pounds.
20,000 quid, blimey!
I suspected as much. Zolda said they couldn't find a crystal ball in Manchester.
Here, a jewelry store was robbed in Manchester last year.
I remember that. Someone pinched a handful of priceless diamonds.
Oh my.
What does this mean?
Are you thinking?
I am. Come on. Inspector!
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 What's all this thing? Pipe down.
Inspector, we have evidence.
What did I tell you about interfering?
Please listen.
Officers, get them out of here.
Listen to him, you ignorant snake!
Ignorant am I? Get them gone.
Inspector, the body in the museum fire. That was a woman. That was a girl.
What? How did you know about that? That was police evidence. We didn't tell anybody about that.
I can help you, Inspector.
You're gonna help yourself into the clink if you had something to do with it. Officers, get them out of here.
Leggett!
And stay out of my investigation. Come on, Mr. Wainwright. We have a murder to catch.
Elsa!
Wiggins, what are you doing here?
I think I know what happened.
You do?
It's so bloody simple. It's genius.
Don't treat me like I'm stupid. Just tell me.
First, we heard about a museum fire, then a train wreck. Every town the circus visited, a major crime took place. I think someone is using the circus as a cover.
To commit crimes?
Yes, even more, I think Crispin found out about it and was trying to prove it.
What? How? This is crazy.
Everybody said Crispin was a nice enough man until Molly ran off. But people said Crispin loved Molly, and Molly loved him, so why'd she run off?
I don't know.
I don't think she did. The clown said Crispin would take her sightseeing in every town they stopped, to see galleries and parks and museums and such. It was her that got burned up in that museum fire. Crispin didn't know for sure, and went off his nut trying to prove it. A jewelry store got robbed in Manchester last year. A figure was seen escaping on a black horse with a white star on its forehead.
One of our horses?
Star. Piper said Crispin was flat on his back and starved salt.
Maybe he fell.
What if he didn't? What if he was looking at the horse's hooves to see if she'd been running on cobbled streets? But he spooked Star, and Piper ran him off with her whip.
So, wait, you're saying that Crispin uncovered this plot?
And was poisoned for it. A simple drop on the end of your sword and zap, Bob's your uncle.
But then, how did Mr. Holmes get poisoned? Surely he didn't swallow the sword.
I don't know. Yet.
You don't know, but you're certain about the rest.
Not exactly, but it's a logical deduction based on the evidence at hand. That's what Mr. Holmes always says. I need your help to prove it.
My help? For what?
I need your father's books.
My father?
The books will tell us the exact dates the circus was in each town. If the dates match up with the crimes...
Then you think my father's the master criminal?
I just want you...
To help send my father to prison?
I know it's a lot to ask.
No. No, I can't. I won't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help you, Wiggins. My father, he keeps those books on him at all times. In the briefcase he always carries.
Can you get it from him?
No. Wiggins, you've gone off your rocker.
Elsa, I think I'm right.
You think? You think? You want me to accuse my father of being a criminal because you think? You want me to betray him?
Elsa, I know how you feel about your father.
No, you don't. You don't have one. You don't know how even thinking this would break his heart.
I know you wear his ring proudly. And
no, you don't.
Elsa, I know because...
You're not Sherlock Holmes. I'm sorry, Wiggins, but you're wrong.
Elsa...
You're always wrong. Everything you've ever deducted has been wrong. And now you want me to accuse my father? I will not break his heart because a bunch of gutter rats have a hunch. I liked you, Wiggins. I did. But you are not a great detective.
Wiggins, are you alright?
I try to be like him. I try to follow his ways. But now Mr. Holmes might die because I'm not like him.
Well, we can't give up.
What can we do then, eh?
I don't know.
Maybe they're right about us. Maybe we are just gutter rats.
We are not. Mr. Holmes is respected by all of Scotland Yard. He could have called 100 policemen to help him with this case, Wiggins, but he didn't. He asked you. He didn't ask Inspector Lestrade. He didn't even call Dr. Watson home. He trusted you, Wiggins. You. I don't care if people think I'm not normal. I'm proud to be irregular. We are not gutter rats. It doesn't matter if we're too poor, and we're not too boyish, or too stupid or frail. No, we're more than that. Sherlock Holmes has trusted you with his life, Wiggins. Now what are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Phoebe, I don't know what Mr. Holmes would do.
Then stop trying to be like him, Wiggins. What would Wiggins do?
Maybe the problem is we've been splitting up. Maybe I ain't a great detective.
Wiggins.
It's okay, because maybe we are. We put our heads together and we think we know what happened. Now we need evidence to prove it. We can do this, but it'll take all of us together. We need the fainting fight fair.
Blimey, we haven't done that in a while.
Everybody know what to do?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Fight!
Help, there's a fight! Police, we need the police! Here they come!
You lousy, no good leprechaun! You dirty Yankee cowboy!
What's all this then? Kids are nothing but a bother. Break them up.
Oh, Mr. Wainwright, I do have a horror violence. I'm just at the sight of blood.
Wiggins, run!
Stop, thief!
Got him, sir.
Got him, sir! Listen to him, you snake! The circus is a front. Every town they go to, a major crime happens, and you just move on.
That's ridiculous.
The body of the museum fire. That wasn't a woman. That was a girl named Molly.
That's slander, that is, boy.
Not if it's true.
Check the date, see if they match. Look at March 15th, the day of the museum fire.
Aye, the circus wasn't late.
What? Let me see that.
June 17th in Mayfair?
Yes, we were there that time.
July 21st in Manchester?
Yes.
August 15th in York.
Yes, my goodness. Inspector, can this be true?
Stop! Don't turn another page.
Now, boy.
A moment, Inspector, he's thinking.
Elsa, take the book.
I don't want it.
Take it and read a page.
This is crazy.
Any page.
I don't want to.
Take the book.
What is going on? Why are you badgering my child?
The poison. The poison is in the ink. Mr. Holmes must have looked at these books. Licked his finger like Mr. Wainwright did. That's why his fingers were so black. That's how the poison got in his system.
If that's the case, then this is the poison.
The antidote!
Get us to the hospital right bloody now.
Try away instead.
You didn't know anything about the poison, did you? Otherwise, you wouldn't have licked your finger. You didn't know anything about this.
No, of course not.
Then who did? Somebody else has been keeping the books. But who?
Your daughter, Elsa Wainwright. You keep the books, don't you, Elsa? How else could you know that Madame Balzar makes up 12% of the circus's revenue?
This is insane. Are you saying my daughter poisoned me?
But the poison was meant for Mr. Holmes.
She couldn't have known. She wouldn't let me lick my finger and then taste the poison. She's my daughter and I'm her father.
Well, the books look to be in a woman's handwriting.
This has been going on for years. Looks like a criminal mastermind. She isn't that clever.
Be quiet.
She's not a genius. Tell them, Elsa.
Stop it.
She doesn't have the brains to do something like this. Believe me, I know. I'm her father.
You're not my father, you saddled man! Do you have any idea how long you've been planning all this?
We? She and her real father.
What? Her real father is dead.
No, he ain't. Is he, Elsa?
How'd you know?
Your ring. The Irish crown in the setting is upside down, which means it ain't a W, it's an M. M for Moriarty.
Not bad, Wiggins. I am the daughter of Professor James Moriarty, the greatest criminal mind of our time.
But Elsa, darling.
I'm not your darling, you old fool. My father and I have been working on this for years.
But how?
Well, do you really think I'd go away to boarding school? I'm spending all of that time with my father, my real genius father.
In Brighton.
Yes, very good, Wiggins. I underestimated you. I do spend time in Brighton. I do wear glasses, but father disapproves, and I am left-handed, but Father's cane cured me of that one.
Everything you know, you learned from your father.
You listened.
That's why she was with you, Wiggins.
And when you started to figure it out, she tried to get you off the case.
Except for the boarding school, you were right on all counts, Wiggins.
Take her away.
You can't hold me. My father will come for me. You have not heard the last of the minorities!
And get Mr. Warren to the hospital. Well. I see you paying no mind to Scotland Yard.
Are you mad at us?
You're gonna throw us in the clink? Put us on a chain gang?
I shouldn't think so, but this is most irregular. Most irregular indeed.
That's us, Inspector. Just the Baker Street Irregulars.
Blimey, I like that.
Well, I reckon we solved the murder, and a lot of other crimes at that. I may get a promotion out of this.
You?
Don't worry, I'll be sure to mention you in my report. But if I was you, I'd go see Mr. Holmes. That's just your friendly suggestion, not in order. Oh, hey boy, you forgot your hat.
Oh, it's not mine.
Sure about that, are you? I'd say you earned it.
Three cheers for Wiggins. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Thank you, Mr. Barber.
All right, well, I told you, right? So, one more round of applause for these awesome actors. Thanks so much for being here. I hear Two Roosters is expecting a bunch of people from ice cream, so head on over there. I think it's that way, right? Maybe? I don't even know. I think it might be near the burger place. So check that out, Google that. And thank you guys so much for everything.
So again, I don't want to stand between you all and Two Roosters, but I do want to make sure you all know how incredibly proud we are for all the hard work. You dove in after spring break. I know how hard this last week has been, so y'all did a great job. And as well, because of the logistics of this particular year, I want to make sure we all give a big acknowledgement both to Mr. Farmer and to Miss Murphy Archer for the hours and hours and hours. That's it for me, y'all. Thank you all very much. Great job, guys.
Thank you.